chat wrong.
Okay, yeah.
2, 1.
You know, that it's such a good spot to be in when you're on that 13% because there's nothing can go wrong. If you lose, you're like, okay, whatever. That's the expected outcome. And if I win, I just upset 87% of Twitch chat, which is amazing.
Hey, I mean, it really is. I mean, you can't lose. Sitting here in a top 8 situation.
He can.
Right. We're not gonna put that in there yet. We're not gonna curse anybody this early into the set. See, Neeze doing some good work on that orb. Love seeing the Fate gameplay today. Sidelight Sayer, bread and butter. He's gonna push the issue off stage, but coming back, gonna go ahead and get his footing, take it back to neutral, hitting him with a dare. Sgrape getting a good Sayer coming off of the platform. Nice. And gonna go ahead and cook him all the way up the top, finish it up with the recovery. Not quite able to get the stock off of it, but Sgrape gonna go ahead and give it a little poke, send him off stage, and take that stock advantage.
Yeah, that was really well done from Sgrape. Getting that second down light, went for the recovery because that was going to be the optimum location. Didn't quite KO, but still managed to get that finishing blow after swapping over the lance. Now has an opportunity to get more here, but Neeze with the gravity cancel down light cleans it up.
Man, such a good option. Gonna go ahead and take that stock straight off of Sgrape, and now he is looking for that weapon, and Neeze is gonna try and bring back some of this deficit here. See if he can get in on this lance. Sgrape throwing down the dare. But Neeze doing a really good job at dodging out of it. Oh, he didn't dodge out of that, though. Neutral sig straight to the face of Neeze, taking him all the way up to that top right corner.
Dude, that's so insulting. Sgrape hits 3 down airs, does a different option each time, but Neeze does the same reaction each time, and so Sgrape's like, all right, if you're going to keep dodging in after this, I'm going to hit you with an end sit. Oh, he needs to touch. Got it.
But continuing to take more punishment off of the side. Unarmed recovery is going to get him the breath of fresh air that he needed. Going to lock back in on the lance, and we're going to drop back into neutral here. Neeze looking for that. I thought he was looking for a dare, but went ahead and come back down to ground, hit him with a sidelight.
You know, he's still finding some good damage. GC down sig. Sgrape was not ready for it. Did not see the star that was growing at his feet, and now Neeze has the stock advantage.
He needs to get some bonus damage in here because it is still really, really close. Neeze needs to get everything he can, but that recovery from Sgrape is going to tie us back up, and this could literally go either way in game number 1, Duke.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about a coin flip set. This is basically a coin flip game already.
Reached up on that platform, couldn't quite get him. Nair after Nair, trying to get that opener. Okay.
Oh, snap. That's real bad for Sgrape.
Yes,
that
that's it.
Is game number 1.
I mean, you get caught with that. All you can do is just, all right, go next. Yeah. Like
you see those stars come out, you're like, oh, that was my recovery.
Yeah,
oh,
that's what that was. Okay.
Ow.
Does he switch legends?
Honestly, with how Sgrape is playing, probably. I don't want him to, but he might.
No, I think the Ryan looks good.
There you see.
We're just looking at map selections and we're being trolled.
358 damage coming out from Neeze's side. And that's not too surprising. We've seen Neeze's Mordex be a very strong.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It does look like we are indeed going to get a legend swap, and this should be actually pretty good. I'm excited to see the Scythe Ditto. This could get pretty nasty.
Yeah, he is swapping over to the Donatello. He's going to have that Scythe, that Spear. Really feels like Sgrape is feeling the Spear right now. Not that surprising. He did have a really solid moment with the double downlight recovery. But maybe his Scythe will be a better answer to Neeze's Scythe.
We are going to find out. First, a weapon drop is going to go to Sgrape, and we're going to see him lock in on that Spear. And I can't really blame him. Spear is in such a good spot right now.
Bro, Sgrape, you pressed 4 buttons and 3 of them were 6.
It's all right. He's trying. He's doing his best. All right, we go. Recovery coming from Neeze. Sgrape going to catch him with that neutral air. Such a good option to be able to keep that distance, be able to shut down options from your opponent. Ooh. Oh, why did he ground pound?
I mean, he was going for the very rare true combo of wall bounce into ground pound.
Very, very rare.
He just didn't have the damage on it, and Neeze immediately turns that one around onto Sgrape.
Yeah, Neeze continuing to cook up that damage here. Sgrape needs to find out a solution and needs to find it out really quickly here. As Neeze just picking him off of the platform with those neutral airs, and he's just not slowing down.
Yeah.
He's being super aggressive. It's still working. Sgrape cannot find any sort of option here.
Whoa!
Still no.
Spot dodges inside of it.
Okay.
Still hits a Sayer. Okay. Wait. Nope. He's back. Neeze still holding on to that initial stock and already has Sgrape deep red on the second. Down sig. finally finishes off that stock, and Sgrape is emoting in the middle because he's feeling all sorts of emotions right now.
I mean, he needed it. He absolutely needed it, and it's kind of funny that it came off of a Mirage down sig. But did go ahead and catch the landing. Neeze now having to play the offensive off stage, going to go ahead and kick him with reversal, send him back off the stage, and now has almost a full stock advantage over Sgrape. This was not the swap, Duke.
No, I think Sgrape is very much regretting swapping over to the Donatello, but once again, like, you locked in for 8 minutes at the very least to try to get with this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, nice weapon throw. Gonna keep the string alive. Oh,
good avoidance.
Did not work that time. A nice neutral air. Put Neeze up in the air. Gravity canceled the Sig. Couldn't catch anything with it. Sgrape gonna go ahead and side Sig off stage. Neeze right there to pick it up.
Oh, okay, that's a punish and that's a KO. Imagine he does it for the fans.
Oh. He has to have a perfect stock, Duke. I mean, no, he's already made too many mistakes. Like
getting hit 3 times there.
He's already messed up. Although, could it be? No, he's gonna get finished off with the Sair off of a Scythe, and Neeze puts himself up a 2-0. And we are going right back in, no hesitation. And he is going to, of course, switch back over to that Black Knight. I think that is probably the best choice he could have made.
Definitely did a lot better with the Black Knight. Of course, the Lance is generally a pretty popular weapon against Scythe because you have kind of a stronger horizontal game, especially in that air-to-air. But the big question is, like, can he get those? Oh, okay.
We're gonna try again here in a minute.
He said bet. Gotcha.
I'm going to go ahead and do a little reset. I mean, it's just part of online events. But what can Sgrape do going in once we get reset here? What is Sgrape going to do?
I don't know. Really, I feel like, and this is it's the hardest thing to ever fix, and I feel like it is mental. I feel like the biggest problem Sgrape is having is getting into the correct mental state to play against someone like Neeze, because Neeze absolutely picks you apart, and it really plays with your mental more than others. I think Sgrape is, I mean, he's a relatively young guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that, like, mental maturity that, like, old people have, you know? So I think it's just a little bit of a struggle.
And I think people don't realize how much mental this game honestly is. You know, you can be better than your opponent, and the second they get in your head, they can, even though you have the advantage, they can pick you apart. They can take advantage of you because they've got in your head, they have picked apart your mental, and it just makes it so hard to push the right buttons.
Yeah, it can be tricky, especially because apparently we're getting word that he spilled water everywhere. So that's going to play into your mental if you're anyone like me, and you're like, oh man, there's a whole mess, but I also have to play one more game. Oh no. But we're getting into it. He's on the Orion, but he's not on the Black Knight. We'll see how well this does. We got one more opportunity for Sgrape to stay alive here in the top 8.
I mean, with water on the keyboard, here he goes. Neeze gonna get that first weapon drop and go straight to work on that orb, finishing up with a nair a neutral sig there. As Sgrape now gets this Lance, gonna settle in here, and we're gonna drop back into this neutral game that we've been seeing all set.
Oh, okay, good dare. Recovery goes just past Neeze there. Was trying to get away from him a little bit, I feel like. All right, 2-piece. Here's the dodge. Neeze likes to delay his dodge. He's one of those people who does not immediately dodge, but Sgrape follows him out to the left side with that side air.
Remember when I asked you what Sgrape could do this next game? That.
Yeah.
Just that.
So just do that like 2 more times, and we're good.
Neeze fighting back unarmed. He's been so dominating on that Scythe. Gonna go ahead and throw that neutral sig out, and that was he got the bait. Forced Sgrape down to the bottom, hit him with the dare, and the rest was just absolute autopilot. Able to go ahead and take him out, get that stock back, and things are looking a little more even. Sgrape had such a good lead, and it's just gone.
Yeah, he built up such a huge lead, and then he saw Neeze do that gravity cancel neutral sig and was like, oh, I can punish this. And Neeze completely demolished that one. Sgrape trying to play the offstage again, but Neeze is just catching him.
Surprised Neeze didn't use that active input and take Sgrape back off stage. Could have racked up a bunch of more damage off of it, but gonna let him come back up the stage.
Oh, again, those down 6 from Neeze to get back onto the stage, and Sgrape is just a little too close.
He's not figuring out the spacing on that. He saw that one coming, and by the time his brain tried to react to it, oh no. Sgrape's on tournament stock.
Yeah, Sgrape, unfortunate there. Tried to go for a big play onto Neeze with that gravity cancel and sig, but Neeze was to the left when he aimed to the right, and now final stock here for Sgrape. Otherwise, Neeze is continuing on.
Yeah, trying to reach up there with that neutral sig. Couldn't quite find anything. Ooh, that was just the wrong direction. Neeze needs to rack up some more damage before he starts looking for combos here. Yeah, oh, what? That not what?
Hello?
So much
was so
force off
early.
of that neutral sig.
That was Western Air Temple. There's a high ceiling. That's crazy. Fate's broken.
That, yeah, we're gonna get the replays back.